Hey everybody, it's Nick here again with another clip for you from the Men's Corner. I don't really want to dilly-dally today because I'm very excited about this topic. So before I get going, I would like to give a quick shout out to Jackson Katz. He has a good TED Talk about this same topic. I'll be linking that in the show notes. So I hope you like what I do for you today. I hope you like what he does, and I hope that we can have a good discussion about it. So let's dig in. So, we're talking today about the role of men and the role of society in general in ending sexual violence, right? I feel like there's a lot of cultural narratives that almost excuse, violent behavior towards, women, other men even, non-binary folks too. But yeah, there's this cultural narrative that says to men, it's okay to act like this. It's okay to commit violent acts towards others if, you're not getting what you want, or if you see it as a means to an end to getting what you want, And I think that's messed up. So for me, my job title is prevention specialist, right? And my overarching mission is ending sexual violence. So there are a few ways that I do it, but I'd like to talk about one that I think is the most empowering, the most effective at engaging folks. And part of that is the training programs that I offer up, covering bystander intervention, because not only do they address actual tactics for intervening when you see one incident happening, they also address the actual societal changes that need to happen in order to take away those excuses that men might use to justify committing sexually violent acts towards other people. So that's honestly where I feel a huge chunk of the problem comes from, is just societal structures that tell us hey, it's okay to do X, Y, and Z things. And in fact, it seems to be almost encouraged, right? Whenever we see high profile cases that either end up with the defendant being acquitted or, the case disappears, what does that tell to us, That's almost like a pardoning of the actual act on just the highest level, And I think that's messed up, because I want to live in a world where nobody has to worry about getting hurt or getting harmed or, being violated just because of how they were dressed, or if they were drinking too much, or, whatever it might be, I don't think it's justifiable or right or anybody's prerogative to just be able to come through and violate someone else's right to their own bodily autonomy, And I think that at the end of the day, it's not just on men as a gender. It's not just on women. It's not on non-binary folks. It's not on any race, ethnicity, any specific background or group. I don't think it's on any specific one of those groups. I think it's on everybody. It's on men to not commit the acts, and it's on society as a whole to shift the attitudes and perceptions of just the way that we address these acts coming through, And I think it's incredibly doable. It's a slow process, sure. It's a long process. It's difficult. I've been met with adversity left and right, but I think it's very doable. I think it's incredibly doable. The training program that I teach, Green Dot, there's been examples. There was a town in Alaska that adopted the community model, and there was a point in time where just the rates of sexual violence in that town just dropped. And I think that's amazing. So obviously it's possible to do in Alaska. Why not right here, down the lower 48? I believe that we can do it. So I'd like to issue to you a challenge, any men who might be watching today. What are some ways that you yourself can show to others, hey, I'm a shining example. Hey, I don't stand for sexual violence. And hey, I'm a person that you can talk to and who will call you and will talk with you about just how you yourself can also become like a positive example, and how you also can become like someone who doesn't stand for sexual violence. And it's just those like small interactions. It's that one conversation with a friend. It's watching one of my videos. It's attending a bystander intervention education session. Those are the things that can activate you and can activate your mind and can change your perceptions. And sooner or later, the more people who experience these things, this will all add up to a critical mass of people who do not stand for sexual violence. And like once that critical mass has been achieved, I think it's incredibly doable to even eliminate the crime just in its entirety. I think that is fully possible. So anyway, this has been Nick with the Men's Corner. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear some feedback, and I hope that we can talk very, very soon. Until next time.